Santos, what do we know about them? Well, we know that they produced star players like Abo Pele, like Abo Neymar. We also know that they have been in the top flight of Brazil Serie A 411 years. Well, that was until they got relegated this past week. And a lot of people started saying, oh no, look at what's happening to Santos. If a club that has produced players like Pele, Neymar, and all of them has been relegated, that could happen to Kaizer Chiefs. But Kaizer Chiefs still look at Santos and think, you know what? We can go there, get their technical director to come and be our coach. Is that a good idea? And what is the update? Who is this technical director? We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the two strikers that we have at Kaizer Chiefs and the issues that are coming up. Who is living between the two of them? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. Alexander Gallo or Alexandre, however you say his name. So this is the man who was brought back to Santos in August to become the technical director because things were already going haywire for Santos. And reports in the past few weeks were suggesting that Kaizer Chiefs want him as one of their top targets as the next Kaizer Chiefs coach. And then since it was not clear whether Santos were going to end up being relegated or not, they thought they were going to keep him as the coach, as the technical director, I mean. But now, in light of recent events that the team just got relegated and there are going to be elections where they will elect a new president of the club, then that new administration might just kick out everyone who's currently there. And if you think about it, it does make sense because Gallo was basically brought to Swallows to kind of Santos, I mean, to kind of come and rescue the drowning ship along with the technical team. Well, that didn't happen. One might also say, no, but it was brought on because they saw that this is done and is going to help Santos in the next season. But once again, I don't think Santos actually thought they would get relegated because they are such a huge team, which is the same thing that we can say for Kaizer Chiefs. Anyways, now we're in that situation whereby if he ends up being fired by Santos, he will come to Kaizer Chiefs because, well, once again, they want him. And we've been linked with him, and also he kind of fits one thing about Kaizer Chiefs coaches that have been successful, not being a South African. That's where this is gonna end. Not gonna say let's go get him because I already made a video about him saying that I don't think it's a good idea to get him. Reason being the fact that right now, if I look at his transfer market stats, I see that it doesn't stay that long in one team. He hasn't won anything with any team, and the only thing that he won was like a Super Cup. So I don't really think it would be a good idea coming to Kaizer Chiefs, especially in this climate of Kaizer Chiefs fans just wanting success right now, and him going to Santos and failing to help the team recover or retain their status in the Premier Division of Brazil. Well, then that's another red flag that is already there in his career. So we will see what Kaizer Chiefs ends up doing with this in this regard. But let me ask you this question. So Chiefs sacked the head of technical, well, they transferred him to being the head coach, and then after that they sacked him. So do you think Kaizer Chiefs might still look at this guy and think, you know what, we know now maybe we're sticking with Johnson, but we're going to get him and bring him on as head of technical? I don't know, because there could be a possibility that they end up making Johnson head coach. Could they then take this Alexander guy and put him in art development where Johnson was supposed to be? I don't know. Would that be a good idea, with Brazil being known for developing good talent and Santos as well knowing for doing the exact same thing? Do let me know down on the comment section. Also, please do remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more Kaizer Chiefs content. Now, there are two strikers at Kaizer Chiefs, Ranga Chivaviro and F. Jasmond Gonzalez. And both of them, between the two of them, there is only one goal. And that goal was scored by Ranga Chivaviro against, what's the name? Cape Town Spurs. And every time Ranga Chivaviro has been subbed, it looks dejected. I just saw him also in this past game when he got subbed and Gonzalez came in. He just looked very dejected, like, oh man, why are you taking me out? And you could see that he wasn't happy. Understandable. He just got taken out. He did have an assist in that game, but he has not been scoring. They have not done anything whatsoever. Him to start with. And with Ranga, there was even a suggestion that he might go to Tanzania on loan. But his agent has already come out and said, Ranga is not going anywhere. But you know the saying in football, where there is smoke, there is fire. And you might find that the agent was just being respectful to the team. But Far Post did report that the agent said there's nothing that is happening there. But also, Far Post also confirmed that yes, there's been no talks between Chiefs and any other party about loaning out Ranga Chivaviro. But looking at the situation right now at Kaizer Chiefs, he's firing blanks and Gonzalez is firing blanks. And what might end up happening, or what will happen, is that in January, after the AFCON break, Dupree is coming back. He's going to play that number 9 position. And once that happens, both of those strikers are frozen out and they won't be getting any game time. And the interest, if there was any interest from the teams in Tanzania, then he might just end up going there. Because you have to remember, he was wanted out there before he signed for Kaizer Chiefs, but then he ended up coming to Chiefs. So now if an opportunity presents itself, especially since with Ranga, we've said this again, we are playing him, or he's being used as a false 9, but as a target man, and that does not suit his style of play, and because of that, he's going to continue being ineffective. Which is the same thing, by the way, with Gonzalez. Gonzalez didn't even get the ball on was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Now, I wasn't getting the ball at all. I didn't even see that it was in the game. And people are going to say, that's because we come. But there was no supply, guys. There was no supply. I can judge a player. I judge a player with two things in games. Number one is, what do they do off the ball? What movements are they making? Zombono Gonzalez trying to drop and collect the ball. Already he's not doing the thing that he was supposed to do, scoring goals. Now he's busy trying to link up play. He couldn't do that because we're playing passes in our back line. So he was not effective at all. Number two, what does he do when he's on the ball? When he's on the ball, he will play the pass to the person next to him, but then there's nothing that he can do after that, because we'll then play the ball safe and then we'll go back to our goal, and then we just keep rotating the ball at the back. So both our strikers are struggling because of how they are being utilized, and they are not just the two people who are used in a wrong way. We're just complaining about Pule Modi not being used well, and then they've slightly adjusted the way that they're playing him. All of a sudden, he scores a goal, and you can see that if he is receiving the ball in front of him, he can do something with it. So I do see that there's a problem with how the players are used at Kaizer Chiefs, and because of that, you're going to end up calling every single player in Komulapa in our team. Take Castillo, for example. Now he's getting benched in favor of Mart. But when you look at Mart, they're playing exactly where he plays, in the middle. But when you look at Castillo, they play him as a winger if they want to. They play him as a 9 if they want to. They do everything, but you don't see him being played into his full abilities, because when he did play there, he did score goals. But now we're not playing him in his original and right position. So now Castillo is sitting on the bench. What a shame. But what do you think about Ranga and Gonzalez? Should Ranga leave, or should maybe we adjust the way that we're playing him? Or do you think there's no player there? I don't think there's no player there. But anyways, that's your opinion. Do let me know down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals Alpelu Moy.